guys, good morning. Today I'm taking you on like a big adventure. I'm starting out, I'm leaving the house right now. I'm going to walk to the Brown Line, which is pretty close to my house, like 10 or 15 minute walk. Then from there I'm gonna take the metro above ground all the way to the Taipower Building. And around there's just like a lot of really interesting restaurants that I want to take you guys with me to. So I'm just gonna walk around randomly and find a place to go to. And from there I'm gonna get takeout with the food and bring it to a park to eat. It should be like an interesting adventure. I know it sounds like pretty ordinary, but I want to take you guys with me. Let's just see what happens. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is that it's really hot outside right now, so let's go. The reason I'm walking to the Brown Line instead of taking the metro is simply because I hate transferring. To get to the Brown Line from my apartment, I would need to transfer twice, which doesn't necessarily take that long, but I'd rather not. It's also just simply a nice day to go out and walk. After saying good morning to my old friend, I continue the adventure. Usually when I eat out, I just go to places nearby. But since this city is so easy to get around, it can be a lot more fun to roam far away. I'm curious to see what I'll be able to find. One of the things I love about Taipei are its sidewalks. There is usually so much space, and the city is designed in a grid. So it's possible to get around entirely by walking. So like the weather today is actually a lot better than I thought it would be. It's like 96 degrees Fahrenheit, but because it's like a little bit windy, it's not too bad. Though like the humidity is still killing me. But we're almost to the station, which is the good part. I'm finally close to the station. It took a lot less time than I expected. But I'm still happy to replace the humidity outside with the AC indoors. The Brown Line has to be my favorite of all the MRT lines. It was the first one ever built, and it gives you a really unique perspective of Taipei. The train arrives and I hop on. In just a few minutes, I've reached my stop. Okay, so I just got to the station, Technology Building, and I still have no idea where I'm gonna go try to get lunch. I'm gonna go like that direction because I think like around the corner there's a university and a lot of like restaurants around there, I think. So yeah, I don't know. I take just a few moments to watch the city moving from above before diving below. I head outside and begin to explore. I think I might try a Cantonese restaurant nearby that my friend told me about. Apparently the owner is from Hong Kong and really friendly. It's just down the street. I actually used to live in this area when I first moved to Taipei. It's a relatively expensive area, but at the time I had 6 other flatmates. I slowly find my way to the place. In this area there are actually quite a lot of restaurants that look terrific, but right now I've only got one in mind. After getting slightly lost for a moment and walking past the place, I finally find it.你们有菜单吗？
菜单墙壁
OK
看得懂吗？
还好，你推荐什么？
你要饭还是面？我们的炒饭好吃。
OK， 一个炒饭。
好，你要什么肉的？有虾仁，有鸡肉，有虾仁炒饭。
你们最有名的
干炒牛河粉。
好。
牛河粉。
The whole thing costs 205 NTD, which is really cheap considering it'll be my lunch and dinner. After paying, he offered me something I didn't expect.
好，我跟你讲哈，来准备，这个3锅是热的，边边有冰的。
好，
好，汤杯就在这里。
OK，
4杯汤打好，拿过来，有冰的、热的、甜的、咸的。
好，我可以拿4杯。
4杯，
太多。
没关系，2位全面凉。
I'm guessing that both entrees get 2 soups each, but either way, it's a lot more than I expected. I decided to get 2 warm soups and 2 cold soups. Then I wait beside the kitchen while they cook my meal. I take my order and I head out. Across the street, I buy a cold milk tea to help me battle the rising heat. Okay, so I got the food and now I'm going to the park. I can't help but feel like it might be too much, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna try everything. As I make my way through Taiwan Park, the heat becomes ridiculous. I need a quick 7-Eleven AC break. Whew, that's a lot better. I'm nearly to the park, just one more time lapse away. Finally here. I'm looking now for a table to eat. This one could work. I'm surrounded by wildlife here. There's a squirrel and a bird that kind of looks like a dinosaur. They're called night herons, I think. This is probably my favorite animal in Taiwan. The way it moves is just so sly. Anyway, let's get to the food. Starting with the cold milk tea. It's the perfect thing for this weather. It's so hot that I already finished my milk tea and I've only been here for like 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna change the plan because as I've been sitting here, my legs have been bitten like a lot by little flies, and I'm worried that if I start trying the food right here, there's just gonna be tons of flies and it's gonna be gross. I'm actually really excited for this meal because it seems like insanely special, so I'm gonna pack this all up, take it home, and talk about it there. But for right now, I'm gonna wander around a little bit and see if I can find that bird again. I started to walk away, but hoped I'd still be able to find my friend. I looked up in the trees and through the grass, but I can't find him anywhere. Wait. Luckily, I catch one final glimpse of that dinosaur bird. Now we say goodbye, and we part ways. Okay, so now I said goodbye to my friend and I'm gonna go try to find the metro. I know that it's like at the other end of the Taiwan Park, so that's where I'm heading right now. Taiwan Park is a pretty awesome place to be when it's sunny. The blue skies and the bright greens are really beautiful. Anyway, let's get to the station. Okay, so I'm finally back. Let's just try it, okay? First thing I want to try is one of the many soups that I got, one of 4. And this is like the Jello orange cold thing. Wow, this is a lot more sour than I thought it was gonna be. Basically, it's like sour orange juice and Jello. I do like it, but I just wasn't expecting it to be that sour. Now is one of the warm soups. Yeah, it's really good. I think if it was a cold day, this would be something kind of to get. Today is like so hot that I don't know why you would get hot soup. Okay, so the final soup is here, so Yeah, this is like a standard kind of soup, I think. It kind of tastes like your normal chicken broth, and there's like squid or something floating in there. I don't know if that's squid, but it's good. If it's a hot day, you shouldn't get this. If I could go back, I would just get 4 of like the Jello ones, because that's gonna be so much better on an insanely hot day like today. And now I'm gonna try like the main dish. Yeah, I got 2 of them. I was thinking they're gonna be like smaller. I didn't know they were gonna be so big, so I'm definitely gonna eat these for dinner. There's no way I'd be able to finish both of these and the soups just for lunch, so it might even be like tomorrow's breakfast. I'm gonna try the shawarma fan first, like the shrimp fried rice. The rice itself is really good. I'll finish it later for dinner. Okay, moving on. The final thing is this. I have no idea what this is. I'll put the title up right here if I figure it out later. He said this was like the most popular thing there, and it looks like it's basically really thick noodles and beef, I think. It looks really special. I've never seen anything like this, and let's try it. It's like a sticky noodle, so it's really good. Try the meat. The meat has like an amazing flavor. It's like really soft, it's not tough at all to chew, it kind of like melts in your mouth. All in all, this stuff is like all really delicious. I'm happy that I went there. I recommend that you guys try it out. And if you have any other restaurants that you recommend I try, please give me a comment. I really enjoyed today's adventure. I like breaking out of my box and exploring new places I've never been before. Thanks for watching today, and be sure to subscribe. There are a lot more adventures coming.